Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving into something that is honestly completely mesmerizing. We are going to explore the ultra-realistic factory process behind making millions of chocolate bars every single day. If you've got any interest at all in how things are made, you're going to be absolutely fascinated by the sheer scale and precision we're about to look at. I mean, have you ever actually stopped to wonder how millions of perfect chocolate bars are made day in and day out? To set the scene, I want you to picture the final product. Imagine hundreds of glossy, perfectly wrapped chocolate bars just zipping along a high-speed conveyor belt, being rapidly sorted and seamlessly stacked into boxes by these incredibly fast robotic arms under warm factory lighting. It is a true marvel of modern manufacturing.
It really is a sensory masterpiece of scale and precision. You've got those glossy wrappers, the robotic arms, and of course, that deeply satisfying, slow-motion, crisp snap when you break a bar in half. But, to understand how we actually get that perfect snap, we have to travel all the way back to the somewhat chaotic, raw agricultural beginning of the whole process.
Which brings us to Section 1, Arrival and Roasting. So the journey kicks off with massive trucks unloading thousands of kilograms of raw cocoa beans, literally pouring them into giant storage silos like a massive waterfall. But obviously, before we can make chocolate, we have to clean them. The beans go through this really rigorous three-step mechanical cleaning process on massive conveyor belts. First, vibrating screens aggressively shake out any stones and leaves. Then, powerful industrial fans kick in to blow away the lighter debris and dust. And finally, heavy-duty magnets extract any tiny metal particles. It is just a completely thorough, automated purification. From there, the perfectly cleaned beans enter these enormous, slowly rotating roasting drums. And the level of control here is wild. Hot air evenly roasts every single bean as they tumble around, while digital control panels are actively monitoring the exact temperature and humidity in real time. Once they hit that perfect roast, the beans are instantly shuttled into cooling tunnels, where powerful fans rapidly drop their temperature to lock in all that rich flavor. Moving right along to Section 2, Grinding and Mixing. Right after the beans are cooled down, industrial cracking machines and heavy-duty air systems separate the lightweight outer shells from the valuable, dense cocoa nibs inside. Those solid, roasted nibs then enter giant stainless steel grinders. And guys, this is where the magic really happens. Slowly, beautifully, under immense pressure and friction, these dry, solid nibs completely transform into a thick, glossy liquid chocolate that pours out like pure silk. It's quite literally turning a solid bean into a liquid delicacy. But we're not quite at a chocolate bar yet. Computer-controlled mixers take over next, automatically dropping a very precise list of ingredients right into the stainless steel tanks. Depending on the recipe, the mechanical system meticulously adds perfectly measured amounts of sugar, extra cocoa butter, milk powder, vanilla, and natural flavorings. Then, slowly rotating paddles blend it all together into a wonderfully smooth, cohesive mixture. Now here's the secret to that signature mouthfeel we all absolutely love. Even after mixing, the chocolate can still be, well, slightly gritty. To fix this, the mixture is forcefully squeezed through giant refining rollers. These massive rollers physically crush and remove microscopic particles. The end result? An ultra-smooth texture that's going to melt perfectly on your tongue. Next up is Section 3, the science of tempering. This right here is arguably the most critical chemical step in the entire factory. Our ultra-smooth liquid chocolate enters a fully automated tempering machine. Now, tempering is a highly precise thermal engineering process. It basically involves carefully heating, then cooling, and then reheating the liquid chocolate. The whole point of this intricate temperature dance is to force the cocoa butter crystals to align and stabilize into a very specific molecular structure. And this exact crystal stabilization is absolutely non-negotiable. It's brilliantly what gives high-quality finished chocolate its three most desirable traits: a perfect, glossy shine, an incredibly smooth texture, and most importantly, that deeply satisfying crisp snap when you break it apart. Without tempering, the chocolate would just be dull, crumbly, and it would melt way too easily at room temperature. Which leads us to Section 4, Molding and Inspection. Now that the chocolate is chemically perfect, it pours out into hundreds of identical, precision-crafted molds on rapidly vibrating tables. This intense vibration is crucial because it forces every single trapped air bubble to the surface, ensuring the bar is completely solid. Next, mechanical spreaders sweep across the top to level the chocolate perfectly. The filled molds then travel through long refrigerated cooling tunnels on continuous conveyors, and once the chocolate is fully set and hardened, the cooled molds automatically flip upside down, gently dropping the perfectly formed bars right onto soft conveyor belts below. This is where microscopic precision meets massive industrial scale. As these glossy bars move down the line, machine vision cameras and laser scanners are actively inspecting every single one of them. They are scanning for the absolute slightest imperfection. If a bar is scratched, misshapen, or even has a tiny air pocket, lightning-fast robotic arms instantly reject the defective piece before it can ever be packaged. And finally, Section 5, Packaging for the World. Those perfect chocolate bars now race through highly complex, high-speed wrapping machines that seamlessly wrap every single bar in protective foil and brightly printed packaging. From there, they flow rapidly into automatic boxing machines. Once boxed, robotic palletizers take over the heavy lifting, cleanly stacking hundreds of boxes onto pallets. And finally, forklifts drive these massive, heavy pallets into a heavily stocked warehouse, where they sit, ready to be shipped all over the world. When you step back and look at the entire process laid out like this, it is a truly breathtaking journey. I mean, we started with thousands of kilograms of raw, dirty agricultural beans arriving in heavy trucks. And through rigorous mechanical cleaning, precision thermal engineering, and high-speed robotic automation, we ended up with perfectly engineered sweet treats crafted with absolute precision. It really does change how you look at something you can just grab at any corner store. So I want to leave you with this final thought. The next time you unwrap a bar of chocolate, smell that sweet aroma, and hear that crisp, perfect snap, can you appreciate the massive industrial scale and microscopic engineering crafted into every single bite? Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and keep staying curious.